everyone. Alright, I'm going to make a recipe with these Butler Soy Curls that I mentioned in a recent video because I really think that these are an amazing meat alternative. They are 100% soybean, 100% natural, no additives or preservatives, non-GMO, grown without chemical pesticides, and it's the whole soybean. That's all there's in this. It's dehydrated, and when you rehydrate it, it becomes meaty, and you can flavor this however you like. It makes a great chicken substitute or beef strip substitute, and you get quite a lot from the package. This is 8 ounces or 227 grams, and when you rehydrate it, you get about 1.5 pounds. For people who want something that's chicken-like, that's 100% a bean. So we're talking full nutrition here, no additives, no anything else. This is great. It is, I'm going to read the nutrition facts. For every serving, which is about 3/4 of a cup, 100 calories, 4.5 grams of fat, no saturated fat, no trans fat, 0 cholesterol, 0 sodium, 5 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, 1 gram of sugar, and 10 grams of protein. It also lists here there's 2% calcium and 15% iron. Because, you know, beans are a great source of iron, and of course soybeans are no exception. So I'm going to what you have to do is rehydrate this. So you've got to put it in some water, drain the excess water, and I will show you how I'm going to do this. I like to put mine in a bit of water with some veggie stock or vegan chicken stock, and then I cook them up. I saw on Instagram someone made theirs into like a crispy buffalo strip, so I'm going to try that. That's what I'm going to do today. And basically it tells you can enjoy them in salads, pasta, stir-fry, rice, soups, tacos, fajitas, pizza, curries, noodles, barbecues, potatoes. I saw a sandwich, a pulled pork sandwich with this. Looks amazing. I might try that recipe as well. But okay, I'm going to get started on the rehydrating them, and I'll be back. Okay, this is going to be one of those recipes that's not exact, because I'm going to use a certain amount. I think I've used about half of this package so far, and that fed me and my daughter over the last 2 days. So because I want to make this into sort of buffalo strip pieces, I'm going to look for the longer pieces in the package. Now, near the bottom, some of them become more broken, but I'm going to try to find the longer pieces to put in here, and I'm not going to have an exact measurement. Maybe I should open up the other pack. I might do that, because I have 2 packs. I've got 2 of them. I feel like I probably want to open the other pack just to get the longer ones. Okay. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to see what I mean by longer pieces. So these are longer strips, and they will expand as you rehydrate them. And I don't know, guys. I'm probably going to put about, I'd say half a cup. Half a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup. I'm not fully sure. So they're not all long. They come in different sizes. They're just, okay, there's a couple nice long pieces there. That could be half a cup. Let's call it like around 3/4 of a cup. This is honestly how much you just want to eat. They do expand. Every time I get some together, I realize, oh wait, they've expanded more than I thought. Okay. So I'll probably do that. Yeah, let's okay, one more. Now I have some of my vegan chicken stock. This is about a teaspoon. I'm just putting that in there. This is just to rehydrate it, and I'm putting some hot water from the kettle. I'm just going to cover this and let it sit for a few minutes. Then I'm going to get together my my dredge that I'm going to put this in, because I want it to be like a buffalo flavor, and while that's rehydrating. Okay, this is going to be an on-the-fly kind of recipe. I'm just putting some ingredients together, and we're going to go with that and see how it works out. So for the dredge, I'm going to put about 1/3 of a cup. Could be a little bit much. Oops. Just about 1/3 of a cup of flour. I might not need that much, but oh well, I'll save what I don't need. Or what I don't use. I'm going to put, let's go for, Okay, I'm gonna put a tablespoon of cornstarch. That's gonna work. I'm going to put, well, let's try this. Half a tablespoon of nutritional yeast. Okay. I'm gonna just like pinch of salt, guys. Now I have, okay, garlic powder. Let me not forget that. I'm gonna put the dry ingredients first. So I'm gonna put, let's call it like a tablespoon of garlic powder. I'm running low on that here. So, tablespoon of garlic powder. Mix all that up. I know what I want in this. I'm gonna put a pinch of cayenne as well. Okay, so I'm gonna just put like a pinch, but you know what? Let me guesstimate how much that is. That's not quite half a teaspoon. So I'd say that's a bit shy of half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Like a quarter teaspoon, I guess. I like it to be spicy. My daughter likes spicy. Okay, so those are my dry ingredients, and this is going to be a rough guesstimate. What you're going to do is you're going to add a bit of water and mix it until it starts to get goopy. So I'm sort of putting a third of I probably need the full thing. Let's just do that. Let's call that a quarter cup. I'm going to mix this up first, okay? And you're going to just add more water if you need it. The reason I'm not fully adding all the water now, and I know I'm making a mess, is because I also want to add my liquid pepper. So I've got the Frank's Red Hot sauce here. Gosh, how much should I put in? Teaspoon? Kind of? Maybe not quite. You know, that's like 3/4 of a teaspoon. And then I have original barbecue buffalo wing sauce here. That smells so good and peppery. And I'm going to do about the same. Well, that's closer to a teaspoon. Let's call that, if you want, like a teaspoon and a half of them combined, or 2 teaspoons. It really depends on what your palate is like. And now we're going to just add a bit more water until this is liquidy enough. So you might need actually like 2/3 of a cup of water. You want to be able to dip that in, so I'm not measuring, just do it little by little, guys, to get to where you want. That looks like that should be good. Okay, that's looking good. Now you can add spices to your flour dredge, the dry part of this. I might not. I might be, probably I will. What I'm going to tell you, I'll probably put like salt, pepper, dash of cayenne pepper, and call it a day. Let me smell this though. I'm going to put a little more of this. I should taste it, but use your nose, people. Okay, I'm going to just taste a little bit. Let's see how Okay, I can taste. Alright, that's good. I can taste the Frank's hot. I can taste the pepper. Okay, awesome. I will be back. Okay, so this is about probably 1/3 of a cup of flour, and just so the flour has a bit of flavor to it, I'm adding maybe half a teaspoon of pepper. We're going to put another dash of cayenne. Don't add that if you don't want the heat. I'm going to also put a bit of salt. I'm going to put a little more salt here. It's maybe like half a teaspoon right there. And I'm going to mix it up. So I've got to get my pot started in terms of what I'm going to fry this in. And I will show you how I deal with the, maybe I should add, I might add a bit of vegan chicken stock to this as well. I'll be back. Okay, to give it a bit more of the poultry flavor as well, I'm just going to put like half, oh gosh. You know what, 1/4, let's call that a teaspoon. For this amount. If you're making more, add more. Okay? Again, this is really what you like. I'm just kind of giving you an idea about how to go about it. Okay, this is what the soy curls look like when they have been rehydrated. Now that's hot, but because I didn't put it on the stove, I mean, I'm able to stick my finger in a little bit without dying. So they become bigger. Like, look at that piece there. Woo. I'm going to drain this. It already will have absorbed some of the flavor from the chicken, the vegan chicken stock, but I'm probably just going to add a little salt, a little pepper to this after I dry it. Okay, I have squeezed out the water, at least most of it, and literally just going to add a tiny bit of salt, and I think just a tiny bit of pepper. I have my hot pan on the stove because I made some French fries already. Alright guys, you're just going to do this. And what I always like to do is I first put it into the dry. Then I do the wet. Can you see that? And then I do the dry again. So I might need more of the dry flour, but hey, I've got lots of that. I'm gonna keep that in there for a moment before I add them to the deep fryer, which I pulled off the hot stove just so that it cools down a bit. Okay, so wet, oops. I mean dry, wet, and dry again. This of course makes for very gooey fingers. Alright guys, so now I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to dip them, put them into the hot oil. And they probably don't need to cook for more than a minute. Okay. So I'll be back very quickly to show you what that looks like. Okay, so that's what they look like. I'm going to put them on a plate, and I'm going to get the rest fried up, and then we'll do the taste test. And just so you can really see, this is what they look like wet. So almost just like strips of chicken. The fryer's going, but my daughter came down and of course she snagged one. So this is what it looks like, and look at it, even how flesh-like. It's hard to see maybe with the lighting. But let me taste this. I think I'm going to try doing the last few without all that breading. I think I'm just going to dip them into the wet mixture. Maybe right from the wet mixture right into the fryer. I guess you could leave them here to sit for a while for the flavor to intensify in there, but it's good. I love my dredge. Okay, see, looking good, right? And now I'm gonna just put these ones in just like that. Oops. Probably will sizzle more because they're directly wet. But I'm curious to see how different that will be. We ate at least one, right? And look at all what we got from this. And I still have some in here. So just to point out to you that the Butler Soy Curls really do expand quite a bit. So it's even more than I expected it to be. I always end up having probably a little bit more than I thought. The consistency is definitely different. Some of them are sticking together, but at least if you don't want it quite as thick, but still to have, like those ones are kind of sticking together, but they're less bready. Okay guys, so I'm just going to show you that I've got just a little bit of a plum sauce in here, and I'm just going to add a little bit of the Earth Island sriracha to that to give it a spicy kick. You know, have whatever sauce you like. Here, Chloe. Okay. And let me just taste, I'll mix that up in a moment, but I just want to taste, here we go, it's a perfect little small piece, so not overly breaded. I like that one as well. What it made me realize is you could definitely soak the soy curls in that spicy mixture, soak it in something spicy for a while before you bread it and put it in the pan if you like. But it is an awesome meat replacement. Look at this. And look at this. I'm gonna dip some in here. Go for the whole experience. your vegan chicken strips here. You can also, if you want, it's delicious. You can take this like you would with chicken wings and just toss it. Do you want me to do that with yours, Chloe? Toss it in spicy sauce, or just we'll have the dips?
We'll have the dip.
I'm just gonna leave this and we have the dips. It's delicious. But you could totally just toss that in like sriracha, whatever sauce, hot sauce, vegan honey mustard, if you want to coat it all completely. Alright, you know what, I just decided to put a little bit of the barbecue sauce in this and toss this one, just a few of them. You can put more if you like. This is just to test this out. Show you guys you can put your coating right on this, just like a vegan chicken wing. So for people who've asked me about my gluten-free, about a gluten-free chicken wing, this would work. Okay, so this is the one that is not gluten-free, obviously. Well, none of this is gluten-free, but you could easily put a dredge on here that doesn't have flour. So this is the crispy one. Oh god, this is good. Taste, Chloe.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
This is like having a chicken wing here, right here. Mmm. And that was the one without the extra breading on there. Alright guys. Wow.
Sorry.
Okay. That is all. Awesome recipe.
Can I eat this?
Sorry that if this is like kind of haphazard, but you know, this is just sort of quickly in the kitchen showing you something you can do with the soy curls and just how quickly they disappear. Okay, these have gone very quickly, and I have to say, guys, like, hey, look at this. This looks like any breaded chicken strip you've seen before, and without it tasting like with that sort of unique chicken taste that I don't like the Beyond Meat chicken has, this you could almost just serve and people might just think it's chicken. I mean, look at the texture. And if you flavor it enough with the chicken stock, vegan chicken stock, this could easily fool people. So what I'm going to do is make a different recipe. You'll either see this, but I'll put together a better recipe. In fact, what I'll do is, you've seen this version. I think I'm going to make a gluten-free version of this and go from there. But guys, this is amazing. Butler Soy Curls are amazing. Pick yourself up a pack if you haven't already.